All right, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day. I know that I am. Thank you so much for joining me again on my channel. And what I'm so excited to teach you today is basic, major, minor chords. And this song that I was just playing is a great song that is a great way to implement those chords. So we're gonna both be learning this song, but also talking about how you can learn other songs using what we're going to learn in this video, okay? So first things first, let's talk about the chords of the song. So the first chord we're going to have is B flat minor 7. After that, we have C minor 7. And the next one, we have D flat major 7. So if you've never heard these words before, if this sounds like complete gibberish to you, this video is for you, okay? We're going to go over it right now. So first things first, we're going to talk about these basic shapes. So the first one and the easiest one you can learn on guitar is going to be your minor 7 shape. So we're going to talk about B flat minor 7. So in order to find one of these notes, we first need to memorize the first string, the lowest E string, and then the A string, which is the next string down, all right? I want you to memorize the notes on those two strings. So we know that's open E. Next we're going to have F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and I would know that G sharp is the same as A flat, and so on and so forth. So B flat is going to be found on the 6th fret of the E string. That's going to be our B flat, which is the first chord of the song. To play B flat minor 7, I'm going to take my thumb and hold down B flat, and I'm going to take my index finger and I'm going to bar the next 4 strings after the A string. So I'm going to skip one string, the A string, bar the D, G, and B string. And with just like that, with just 2 fingers, I'm holding B flat minor 7. Isn't that great? So the way I got here is I added B flat, which is the root, with the shape I know to B minor 7, which is this. So whenever I need another minor 7, like later in the song we have C minor 7. So all that is, find C. So C is right here, the 8th fret of the E string, and we're going to plug in that exact same shape. Playing C minor 7, so we've got B flat minor 7, and then you just move it up 2 frets to the 8th fret, and we've got C minor 7. So the next one we're going to play is D flat major 7, all right? So this is a different shape and a different note. So D flat is found on the 9th fret of the E string. So there's our D flat, and then our major 7 voicing is going to be like this. And you'll see it on screen. You'll see that I have my thumb over to play this chord. It makes it a lot easier. So this will be our major 7 voicing off the E string. So whenever we need a major 7 chord and it's off the E string, say we wanted A major 7, I can find the 5th fret, that's A, and then plug in the same shape, and I'm playing A major 7. So that's the beauty about guitar, is that once you've learned these few shapes, you will be able to play many songs, because a lot of songs have minor 7 and major 7 chords. That's, throughout history, throughout jazz, pop, R&B, soul, you name it, a lot of them, I would say almost all of them, use those shapes. So just with what we've learned so far, we've got B flat minor 7, C minor 7, and D flat major 7. All right, so I'm going to do that again. Ideas that I can throw in on top of that, especially on these minor 7 chords, because you're just holding a simple thing. If you know your pentatonic scale, you can go ahead and use the pentatonic scale that you're right on top of. I'm literally holding the chord and playing the pentatonic scale. And you can just do that while playing the chord, right? I'm still holding a B flat minor 7, but I can be like... go ahead and we're going to move on and learn another shape of minor 7 and major 7, okay? So we're going to have B flat minor 7 again, but it's going to be off the A string this time. So if we had it before off the E string, now we're going to be on the A string. So the B flat on the A string is found on the very first fret of of the A string. You hear that's the same note? So we've got our B flat, and now we're going to plug in this shape in order to play minor 7. Beautiful, right? I like to hammer on my ring and my middle finger like this, but you don't have to. You can just play the full chord. And look, at my pinky is free, so I'm free to do so, fun stuff with my pinky. So there's our B flat minor 7. We took that by getting B flat, plugging it in with our minor 7 shape off the A string, and we have this. Now to find C minor 7, what do you think we're going to have to do? You guessed it, we're going to take it up 2 frets. So C is on the 3rd fret, and we're going to plug in the exact same shape. And voila, we're playing C minor 7. And then we're going to go ahead and learn D flat major 7. So that's going to be one more half step up. We're on the 4th fret here of the A string with D flat. We're going to plug in this shape for major 7. It's a beautiful major 7 chord. You hear this in R&B all the time. You can get a lot of mileage out of this chord shape. So this is the same thing. If I wanted to do another, say I want an E major 7. I know E is right here on the 7th fret of the A string, and I'm going to plug in that same shape. And I'm playing E major 7 with that exact same shape that I was using to play D flat major 7. You can go anywhere around the neck with it, and it will always be, if you use that shape off the A string, you will always be playing a major 7. The key is knowing which major 7 you're playing, in which case we're playing D flat major 7 in this song. So right off the bat, we've got B flat, minor 7, C minor 7, D flat major 7. So you'll see we have it again. B flat minor 7. So these are all the same chords. They're different voicings of the same chords. See that? Isn't that fun? So the next chord in this song that I was playing, Strasbourg Saint Denis, is E flat 7. So we're going to go ahead and have our E flat 7 chord, which is with this voicing that you see on screen. Very similar to our major 7. You notice our major 7, we just had our middle finger down, and for dominant 7, we're just going to lift our middle finger, and we're playing dominant 7. And this is, again, the same concept. We have E flat, and we're holding this shape, which is making it dominant 7. If I wanted to play a dominant 7 chord on G, I could just slide it up to where G is on the 10th fret, and I'm playing G7 just like that. That's the beauty of guitar. Moving these chords around is a piece of cake once you've learned them. So we've got our E flat 7, and then guess what? We have an A flat major 7. So major 7, right? That's the shape we've already been over. We've been over 2 major 7 voicings. So we've got A flat major 7. Here's the 4th fret, and we're on the E string, so we're going to use the E string version of major 7. And if I wanted to play it off the A string, I would come up here to the 11th fret, which is A flat again, and I'll use the A string voicing of major 7. You see that? So those are my 2. Pretty fun, right? That's just the octave up of this one. And then our final 2 chords to finish out Strasbourg Saint Denis, we're going to have an an F7 sharp 5. F7 sharp 5. So we're going to play that on the 1st fret. We're going to have this chord shape you see on screen. So with this chord shape, you'll see that it's also fairly similar to our minor 7. If you remember, our minor 7 was like this. And all we've done is raise 2 pitches. So we got our F sharp 7 sharp 5. And another substitute would be another altered chord. So we could have F7 sharp 9 instead of this. Hear how they're similar? So these will both lead you back to B flat minor 7. Hear that? So now, if you've been paying attention, we now have 2 ways of playing this song with 2 different voicings. So I'm going to play it first. We'll call this the version A, okay? Which would be voicings off the E string. So we've got our B flat minor 7 like this, our C minor 7 like this, and our D flat major 7 like this. And this will repeat. Once again, we repeat it. Now we've got our E flat 7, which we went over. And now we come to A flat major 7. So this is the same voicing I was just using to play D flat major 7. Now I'm using here to play A flat major 7, just by switching the voicing around to a different spot on the neck. But in my hands, it feels the same. All right, and then our final chord to go with this off the E string, we'll have F7 sharp 5. So that would be our A version A of how to play the song, right? I'll play it again. And then that repeats, we're going on. All right, now I'm gonna show you version B. So the second version is gonna be off the A string. We're gonna use almost A string entirely. Actually, we are gonna use A string entirely for this progression. So we're gonna have B flat minor 7 on the first fret with our alternate minor 7 voicings, C minor 7 on the third fret with our alternate minor 7 voicings, and then our D flat major 7 on the fourth fret with our alternate major 7 voicings. Hear that? Now it's gonna repeat. And then finally, we raise it up to our E flat 7, the exact same one we were using in the last version. But now instead of going to A flat major 7 on the fourth fret, we're gonna go to A flat major 7 up on the 11th. And this is the same shape I was just using to play D flat major 7. I'm using to play A flat major 7. Same exact shape in the hands, a little bit more close together because we're higher on the neck. And then we're gonna have our F7 sharp 9. And maybe if you want, you can put flat 9. They're fun little extensions. All right. So with that, that's going to conclude our lesson for today. I hope that you understood that. And if there's any questions you have about this, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you have any suggestions of how I can make my videos better, I would love to hear from you. And I'll promise I will read every single comment and I will try to respond to every single one. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And I hope you learn this song and get some value out of knowing your minor 7, major 7, and dominant 7 voicings. All right. Have a good one.